In this video, I'm going to show you all about what I believe to be one of the most rewarding days of the entire Camino Francés. After leaving Villafranca, about 98% of pilgrims just walk along the A6 road. About 1% go past Pradella, and only a handful go through Dragonte. The Dragonte alternative is beautifully remote. It's not even mentioned in many of the guidebooks or apps, and it turns out I was only the 36th pilgrim to have come this way so far this year. With it being this remote, I'd really recommend you don't come alone unless you're very experienced in mountain walking and pathfinding.
It's not so bad actually at the very start. It's all on the road, a gentle, quiet road with almost no traffic. And it feels a little bit like the very first bit of the Camino Francés after you leave St. John. I'm feeling the extra weight as well because there are no services at all. Just some fountains, hopefully, in the little abandoned towns. And I wasn't sure I'd find them or anything could go wrong. I bought more than my usual camel supply, half a litre of water. And I've got 1.5 litres of water.
You'll see this sign on your right. Don't just walk past it. Honestly, you have to kind of go back on yourself and up this hill, but a spectacular view. It is absolutely worth the effort to go and have a look at this, and imagine if I'd got here a little bit earlier for sunrise.
Let's move on to Dragonte and actually, get a bit of a move on. Don't want to be right in the middle of this when it gets to 41 degrees later.
This is the village of Dragonte, which is the first of 5 that I'm going to pass through on this route.
Right on the top of the village, I think on the way out, this is where the little area where I can get my stem.
It's incredible really to imagine that maybe 100,000 people will have walked the valley route so far this year through Trebadeo, and only 35 people have come this way before me so far. I'd suggest that means that maybe 99,970 people could be missing out.
Not so bad. I'm at the top of the first mountain. The path's looking, if this is the path, it's looking a little bit overgrown because there's electric fence in here on the easy bit, so I think I've got to push my way through the grass along here, I think. But 1 mountain down, 2 to go.
these are the sort of times where I start thinking, why don't I wear longer trousers for some of these things? Because this will be slow going. Watch my feet here because it's very overgrown. Well, after all of that, it's lovely to see a bit of road coming. And suddenly I find myself in the second of the 5 villages, and if I think I'm going to find a coffee shop or somewhere for a lovely bit of tortilla, I'm dreaming. I called them abandoned towns earlier, and they're not abandoned. People do live here, but I didn't see anybody for the entire day. And certainly with pilgrims, it's an average of about 1 per week goes this way. Quite a lot of little flies around here now, which are I'm sure they're just friendly and want to meet me. There's a sharp left here on the path, and I think now I'm looking for a right, a sneaky right. It's going to take me down towards that stream. I've gone through 2 towns now and missed the water fountains in both, so it's not really obvious where they are. There was one bit with a tap, but it didn't say anything about potable or not potable, so I didn't need to risk it anyway. I'm carrying plenty of water. Bit of a give you a clue, it's not that way. It's fantastic. It's along the stream. Here we go. Slippy, careful. Very refreshing. Well, that didn't work. I saw a little right-hand turn that I thought might end up being a shortcut. And you've got to try these things out, haven't you? But the path pretty much disappeared into a ocean of nettles. So I'm going to backtrack for 5 minutes, get back to where I was, and stick to what I think is the proper way to go. Just zigzagging from the stream at the bottom back up the second mountain. Got to keep watching out for plants with long arms with thorns on, trying to scratch at you. But it's so isolated, so quiet and gorgeous and uphill. We got one.
think this is the third village, Villa de los Corrales, something like that. I saw one person that lives here, but when you look at it, it's hard to imagine that anybody lives here. It'd be nice to, though, I think, for a little while, for a bit of peace and quiet.
This part here really reminds me of Camino San Salvador and some of the other remote Caminos, but don't get too carried away with the scenery. There's sometimes a left-hand turn you need to take.
This is the hard bit on a day like today, because I've gone back down to the sea level or whatever, right at the bottom in the valley, where it's coming up to 32, 33 degrees. And then in that heat, I then have to walk back up the hill to hopefully get to where it's a bit cooler. I think what might be the last town, village, is at the top of this hill. So I'll refresh all my water. I'll drink everything I've got, then refresh it. And then, I'm not sure, it might be downhill then for the last 8k or something to Las Herias. And then of course it's uphill the day after to Osabrero, but that's tomorrow.
I was wrong, of course. This is only village number 4. One more to go after this.
Buenos dias, ladies. Buenos dias. Everybody got a dog here, haven't they?
Well, as we make our way through this animal-laden village, here's a little bit of a chart that tells you all about the peaks and the villages that we pass through.
Good boy. Good boy. I didn't find the water fountain in that town, and there were so many dogs barking and growling. They kind of chased me out of town, really. I didn't want to just hang around there looking for it, so I've got about 8k left to go, I think, with about 300, maybe 400 millilitres of water, and it's 33 degrees. Whew. So I'm going to take my time, stick to the shade as much as I can, and get there safely but surely, whatever the phrase is.
Another thing that makes this particularly special and memorable is that Camino Francés starts to noticeably get busier after today. So might as well enjoy that last bit of solitude.
a little bit more tricky. Maybe possibly mud, is it? Great mud and cow shit. Ouch. This is pulling the shoes off. Not easy. We've got brambles, like trip wires, hiding in the grass. Thick mud to wade through. Got a few cuts on me now. But you know what, it's still worth it. Spike. Oh. Okay, now it's tough. Very steep hill. Flies going straight into my mouth every time I take a deep breath. And it's so hot. I'm going to try and get to the top of the hill and then I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes and get my strength back. I don't mind admitting I'm finding the third mountain very difficult. It's so hot and I'm having to walk at a really slow pace. The problem is I'm kind of against time because the longer I take, the hotter it gets. So all I can do is to keep moving slowly, not let my heart rate get up too high. But I mean, some of the slope as well is pretty tough. There's going to be a big sense of achievement at the end, for sure. Just getting a bit of shade in the Ascende. This is the last village and then it goes down to Hillas Arias from here. There's a loose dog up ahead who's watching me carefully. So I'll make my way past him and try and get back down. Hopefully there's a fountain up here as well. And the guard ducks. You gotta be kidding me. That looks steep. Oh God. But it's so hot. No shade now. Very much uphill. And I'm just going to take it slow. No macho business here, I tell you. This third bit's tough. Did it? It's the third peak. Honestly wasn't sure if I was going to do it. That took everything that I've got. Everything. Just check the map then to see which way to go from the top of the hill. And you don't go from the top of the hill. I didn't have to climb this hill at all. Although, if there's 3 peaks, I like to get to the top of all 3. But now I've got to go back down again to continue the route to the finish. And that was a tough hill. But I got all 3, so it was worth it. Watch the brambles.
Well, what a welcome sight. That's my destination, Las Herrias, up ahead. Now, my biggest question is wondering whether this video has inspired you to try Dragonte or whether it's completely put you off. Let me know in the comments.
And then we get a stream walk right at the end to finish it off. Just as I'm overheating, I get to put my feet. Oh. Beautiful.